Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I want to say President Artiega is not here, so I'll be filling in as chair for this evening's meeting. I want to start with a roll call, 1.01, call to order. Roll call, please.
Trustee Gibson King. Trustee Gomez.
Present.
Trustee Smith.
Here.
Trustee Rodriguez.
Present.
Chairman Artiega.
Chairman Artiega is not present, but we do have a quorum, so we'll proceed with 1.02, which is the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is the mission statement. Dr. Barnett, would you please read the mission statement for the school district?
The school city of East Chicago is committed to developing a community of lifelong learners who are empowered to access, process, evaluate, and ethically apply information in an ever-changing global society.
Thank you very much. The next item is item 2.01, which is the approval of the agenda. Any comments from the public? Seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and ask for a motion to approve 2.01, approval of the agenda.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve item 2.01.
There's a motion. Is there a second? I'll go ahead and second it. Roll call, questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Gibson King.
Yes.
President Gomez.
Yes.
Trustee Smith.
Yes.
And Trustee Rodriguez.
Yes.
Thank you. 3.01 is a presentation, review tentative 2024-2025 AFT collective bargaining teacher agreement. I'm going to turn it over to Attorney McCain.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening to the members of the Board of Trustees. The administration has been negotiating the 2024-2025 teachers contract since September the 15th. We held our first public hearing on September 10th, 2024. Today is the date of our second public hearing. We met with the bargaining unit at least 5 separate occasions here at the administration building. We had very positive back and forth with the union, and we were able to hammer out an agreement for the 24-25 school year. The union ratified the tentative agreement on October 28th, 2024, and I will go over some of the highlights from the administration's perspective, and I asked Ms. Steinbach to remind me if I miss anything, okay? The headline, I'll start with the headline, is that the teachers and administration negotiated a 5% salary increase for the 24-25 school year, or a dollar amount that would raise the minimum teacher salary for fully certified professional teachers to $50,000. So the new salary for 24-25 for beginning teachers has been increased to $50,000. In the event we have professional teachers or teachers that are not making that, and with the inclusion of the 5% salary increase still would not reach the $50,000 level, they would receive a raise to reach the $50,000 level. Okay, that is the headline. There were also several other areas that we negotiated, and I'm looking for that area now. G, okay, let me go up. Article. If anybody on the team knows the chapter and verse, you might let me know. Okay, page 6.
Yeah. Wanna see?
Okay. Article 4 is we talked about the minimum salary being $50,000. The new maximum salary will be $97,059. Emergency permit teachers will have a minimum starting salary of $45,500. And if they become certified, will go up to the $50,000 level minimum. If you look at Section G under Article 4, ancillary duties / teaching loads and assignments, if a teacher's preparation period is free from pupil instruction must be assigned for other purposes, the teacher shall be compensated for that period at the teacher's prevailing rate. In the instance where there is a teacher vacancy and a teacher or certified staff assumes the duties as follows: number 1, lesson planning; 2, grading; 3, entering grades; and 4, preparing, the teacher shall be compensated at $60 per day. That is a new addition to this year's contract. We spelled out what these teachers or certified staff would be expected to do in the enumerated activities, and that will be a flat compensation amount of $60 per day. If I can draw your attention to Section J, the teacher substitute stipend. When a teacher substitute is not available at the elementary level and students are assigned to other classrooms, $140 will be allocated to the teachers who absorb the students. For example, 20 students split among 5 teachers. Each teacher will receive $28 for the day. We added a provision under Section J, reading, additionally, certified staff at the middle and high school levels shall be compensated at $30 per period, not to exceed $140 per day. The other change was In insurance, $29, thank you. Okay. Look at Article 9, Insurance, Section A, effective January 1st, 2025. A full-time teacher electing to participate in the School City of East Chicago's Plan A shall pay $298 monthly towards the cost of participation in a single plan and $533 monthly toward the cost of participation in the family plan. Also effective January 2025, the Plan B shall be $288 a month towards the single and $785 a month for the family. Plan C is $90 per month for the single and $188 a month for the family plan. And an additional plan being offered next year will be a Plan D, and the teacher will pay $80 per month for single or $173 per month for family. The last change that was negotiated was the removal of four ECA positions. And while I am searching for the ECA positions that will be eliminated in the 24-25 section, do any members of the board, Mr. President, have any questions about what I've gone over so far?
Before I ask for questions, Ms. Steinbeck, do you want to approach?
I was just coming here in case,
Okay, oh, I see.
I also can pull up it and show it from the old contract, the ECAs, if that would be helpful.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to try to do now. Okay, in Appendix B, for the junior high school and middle school extracurricular activities, we're going to eliminate MS support assistant, which is the last row, in the amount of $5,500. And we're going to eliminate the junior, middle school, elementary line there, right underneath MS support assistant in Appendix B. In Appendix C, high school extracurricular activities, we are going to eliminate weight room assistant in the amount of $4,478, and high school support assistant in the amount of $5,500. It's not on here?
It's on the screen now.
Okay. So I can go back to, so that you can see it on your screens. The first change will be in Appendix B,
What page is this?
and the MS support assistant will be eliminated.
What page are you on?
And that's because of the new positions being approved at a previous board meeting.
What do you say?
For Appendix C, the last two will be eliminated, weight room assistant and high school support assistant. And that is it. That concludes the changes made in the 24-25 CBA contract, Mr. President.
Thank you. I can tell the board may have a sense that we don't have that document in front of us. Might be kind of hard for us to make statements, lacking that document. Is there a way you can get that to us?
All the changes, or we're talking about just the ECAs?
The ECAs.
Just the ECAs, I think.
The ECAs, we can get that to you either this evening or first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Because there's only, nothing has changed but those three positions just going to be struck out.
And
Thank you.
I'm assuming, excuse me, I'm assuming those are driven by the administration, or is that just a mutual agreement?
It was a mutual agreement because the Board of Trustees approved the new position as new positions at the board meeting previously. So there was the 3 positions added for the assistant and then the weight room
Right.
thing. So
Okay, gotcha.
it's being covered, it's just not gonna be an ECA anymore.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay, I think I'm good. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll open the floor up to the board. Trustee Gibson, King, any
No,
comments?
I hear what she's saying now. We already had it. We already had it. She just only added 3 new positions. So we're gonna get the 3 new positions from the lady here for us to look at, right?
Yeah, thank you. Trustee Rodriguez?
No questions right now.
Trustee Smith?
I just.
Actually, I do have one question, Mr. President.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Ms. Tymack, so last year, what was the range starting to, or from lowest to high? Do you have that in front of you? Or?
If Mr. McCain can, yeah,
Yes.
just slide down.
Sure.
He can show you last year's CBA. That's what I have pulled up on the screen.
Oh, what the minimum and maximum range?
Yeah.
Yes.
We had to put it in here for reference too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just show you that.
What page you on?
It's gonna be up,
Yeah, compensation.
so the minimum certified salary was 47.5.
Okay.
And then we were at 81,092 for our max.
Yeah, what page you on?
No, that's,
Oh, that's okay.
What page is that, Mr. McCain?
Which one?
What page is that?
Page 5.
It's on page 5.
Yeah. It's in here, Joel.
oh, okay, I see it here.
Yeah, it's in there.
And the agreed upon is the 50,097, 59.
We have to list what our maximum, or what our minimum and maximum is by the state law. So yes, we have one teacher, I think, that's making $97,000. one person in our bargaining unit.
This allows us to change our salary schedule as well, so
Well, at this time, we don't have a salary schedule because
nothing's approved yet. We do have a salary schedule.
the teachers do not have a salary schedule. We haven't had a salary schedule since 2012, when they took away our bargaining rights. It was removed by the state legislators.
Just out of curiosity, do you know the base pay, starting pay, I should say, for the average for for Lake County? How do we rank?
Well, now we're going to be competitive. Hammond is at 49,000 right now. Maryville is at 51. Some of the other districts that have a little bit more money and have referendums, they can do 55 and 56, but we're a little bit more competitive now, yes.
Great. That's good to hear. Thank you. Are there any other questions? Dr. Bernay, any comments?
Just one comment, in the absence of our CFO. This new contract is approximately $650,000 more than the contract bargain from last year. Last year's contract with raises put us around $450,000. This year, the $200,000 is accredited to the $1,500 stipends, which we also included.
The three positions that, okay. Trustee Gibson King, anything?
Oh, no, no, I just said,
And then on ECAs, I wanted to ask the question that, how competitive are those ECA dollar amounts? Again,
ECAs are coaching salaries. Which one?
ECAs,
Well, a couple of years ago, the ECAs, we increased some of those stipends to make it a little bit more fair across the board, because some were at $140 and some were at $640. And then, so, we did try and do as much as we could in that regard. But obviously, we're lagging a little bit with that compared to other districts around us. And then with the coaching salaries, we haven't had an increase in coaching salaries since Dr. McNulty was the superintendent.
I wasn't aware of that, but I know I've heard the ECAs could be better funded for some. Okay, great. Any other questions? If not, that closes the presentation then?
Mr. President?
Yes, Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes, Mr. President, that concludes.
Just
Mr.
1 second, please. There is
Mr.
one
Rodriguez
question.
has something.
I do have one.
I'm sorry.
To Mr., I'm sorry, I apologize. Mr. McCain, so you did mention earlier that it was a 5% salary, 5% increase in salary or a minimum teacher salary?
Yes, if you
Is it
look
an
here
or is
at
it-
Article 4,
yeah, A.
Section A3,
Yep.
certified, fully licensed teachers will receive a 5% raise or a minimum base salary of $50,000, whichever is greater.
Mr. Rodriguez, can I explain why that is? Because before, our minimum salary was $47,500, and 5% of $47,500 doesn't make you up to 50. And so we want to make sure that those teachers that have been with us for a little while are at least at 50, like the brand-new teachers that are coming in.
Right, everybody get 50,000. Right.
Okay. Thank you. That's all from me, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Dr. McJunkins is preparing copies for the ECAs to share with the board.
Great, thank you. Okay, next item of business, 4.01, the approval of the personnel report. Any comments from the public?
Before the comment.
I'm going to open the floor, I'm sorry, to Dr. Bernay first. Apologies.
Good evening again, trustees. I wanted to make a comment regarding the new format for the personnel report, which you will find posted on board docs. We've changed the format into personnel recommendations, which is different from the previous format, which was a spreadsheet with lots of details prior to the board approving it. So previously, that document was posted on board docs, and it contained names, et cetera. That document was then published at the school city level, and it is emailed the next day after it's approved by the board to staff. That process is still in place. Once the personnel report is approved, the Office of Human Resources will publish that document to school city staff. The document moving forward, the personnel recommendations, protects the confidentiality of personnel actions prior to they've been approved by the board. So it will be listed, and we'll become familiar with this, listed by certified and classified with several categories in terms of administrator appointments, certified staff, new hires, transfers, retirements, separations, includes resignations as well as terminations, extracurriculars, professional development, extra duty, leaves, and rehires, and similarly for classified staff. We have one report or one item to remove. We're going to delete the certified staff transfer. Therefore, there will be no certified staff transfers for this personnel report.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Bernay. Is there any comments from the public? Hearing that there are no comments, I'm going to go ahead and ask for a motion to approve item 4.01, the approval of the personnel report. Is there a motion to approve?
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve item 4.01.
A motion by trustee Rodriguez to approve 4.01. Is there a second? Second by trustee Smith. Are there any comments or questions? I guess before we do, trustee Rodriguez, if I could ask, would you mind amending your motion to remove item C, the certified staff transfers, per the recommendation of Dr. Bornay?
Okay. I do approve that. So my motion will be amended to removing certified staff and transfers item C in the 4.1.
Thank you. Trustee Smith, would you be okay with your second to amend? Okay, thank you. We'll go ahead and proceed with a voice vote if we can. Ms. Bigham? I'm sorry, roll call vote.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, motion is approved. Next item is 5, public forum.
Oh, yes. Helen Steinbeck.
Ms. Steinbeck, you'd approach. Attorney Snow, if you want to do your thing.
Yeah, Mrs. Snow.
The public forum section of the meeting is designed to allow comments by the general public. In order to be able to speak in this section, you have to have signed up previous to the beginning of the meeting, prior to the beginning of the meeting. Comments are to be limited to 3 minutes in duration. They are not to be addressed personally to any single board member. The board is under no obligation or duty to respond to any of the comments this evening, and comments that become overly inflammatory or contentious, we reserve the right to kind of monitor that and take appropriate actions if necessary. I'm sure we will not have that with Ms. Steinbeck, so go ahead.
Helen Steinbach, 5207 East 73rd Avenue, Maryville, Indiana. My comment is about the personnel report. I just worry that people might be getting approved that maybe shouldn't be getting approved, and it's kind of hard to change something after the fact. So I just want to voice my opinion about that, especially when it comes to things like the ECAs and coaching and things like that. So, thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for the public forum.
Okay, thank you very much. That concludes public forum. I'll go ahead and move to item 6 with the date and time of the next regular board meeting is Tuesday, November 19th, 2024. We don't have a location set yet, but that'll be the date and time for our next meeting.
It's McKinley.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. It's at McKinley School on Tuesday, November 19th at 6 o'clock PM. I'll go ahead and ask for an adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn? Sorry. Yes.
Contract can be approved prior to the November 15th date, and the regularly scheduled meeting is November 19th. So there's a meeting scheduled 1 week from today, and then the regular scheduled meeting is Tuesday, the November 19th.
So it'll be a special meeting then on the 14th, correct? Okay. We'll have that meeting here, Dr. Bernay.
They'll be here.
We'll go ahead and proceed with the meeting at the Administration Building on the 14th at 6 o'clock PM for approval of the contract. Okay. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
There's a motion to adjourn by trustee Rodriguez. There a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Smith. Roll call, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much. That concludes our meeting for this evening.